On Motoring Forum this week, we continue our series looking into transport network vehicle services with its new landscape, now composed of several players. One of those newly accredited by the LTFRB is the HIRNA Mobility Solutions Incorporated. And here with us this week is Mr. Francisco Mauricio, its founder and managing partner, with some insights into their operations. Hello, Mr. Mauricio, and welcome to Motoring Today.
Hello, Butch, and to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
As a starter, please give us a brief background about your company and how it started.
Okay, so very quickly, Butch. So it started being conceptualized about August of last year, together with the LTFRB and the Department of Transport, where we felt there was a need to improve and elevate the services of public transport networks or systems, especially taxis, because they're already existing, right? So in order to help reduce traffic and in order to help reduce pollution, we believe that the existing fleet of taxis are the best mode of transportation to improve its efficiency. So that's where it also started. So that's why we're working in collaboration with the government to come out with an app that can really help all the taxi operators and drivers all over the Philippines to be in under one system of efficiency. So that's where it all started, August, and then we launched we had a beta test in Davao in February, all the way until April. And we started formally our launch in Davao once we got the accreditation, April 19 of this year.
Tell us, how did the people of Davao accept your services? Was it readily accepted or was there any resistance in the beginning?
Actually, we're very lucky because the people in Davao were very warm to the idea of a ride-hailing app. Because they really want also to reduce the traffic. I mean, di ba, lahat ng problema natin in all the cities, not just in Metro Manila, is crazy congestion and gridlock. So they know that really having an app that you can hail the taxi using your phone is something that can reduce the traffic because there's less vehicles going around, especially taxis looking for passengers. So they really welcomed this idea. We launched it. A lot of people have downloaded it. A lot of people are using it. Of course, there's some hiccups, birth pains here and there, but we're improving it and we get better each day. So yeah, we're just thankful and blessed that the people in Davao, the Davaoenos, have really received HIRNA warmly, and now all the other cities are welcoming us as well.
Now, transport network vehicle services, as it is widely known in Metro Manila, use cars. How do you think will they react to this taxi hailing service?
Okay, so I think depends, no? For cities where it's relevant, right, we're gonna go with the taxi hailing application, right? So for example, Davao, where there's not really a lot, or in fact there's none, and it's not existent for the private cars to be under any app. So there's a lot of cities like Davao, no, there's no private hailing system. So like in Cagayan de Oro, or even in Iloilo, Bacolod, even Baguio. So for this, we're tapping into the taxi network and make them more efficient. But there are also some cities, very interestingly, where there's no taxis, or practically not. Ride-hailing is not commonly used in taxis, no? So that's one. In Pampanga, for example, you go to Pampanga, practically there's no taxis. Manila, there's a lot of taxis, but people from Manila, especially our target market, would want to use private cars. So when it comes to these cities, they wouldn't really want a taxi hailing service, or that's not their preference. They want private hailing system or private cars. So for these kinds of cities, HIRNA is planning to launch not as a taxi hailing service, but as a private car hailing service.
So this shift to private cars, when do you envision to make this happen?
We're still deliberating that. We've been asked that question so many times. We hear the cries of the people. I know, especially in Metro Manila, that it's really a struggle right now to hail a car using practically the only existing ride-hailing company right now in Metro Manila. So we're considering that the difficulty why it's taking us a bit of time is we want to be differentiated, we want to be unique, and we want to make sure our price is very affordable. So with all these three elements, price, differentiation, and uniqueness, once we've already identified how to enter the market in the right way, we'll enter Manila. I can't give a specific timing right now.
By now, considering that there are also other TNCs that have been approved by the LTFRB, we accept that many drivers would try out or shift to other players that offer the same services. First question is, how can these drivers join your company? And second, how do your services work for commuters?
Okay, so I think in the cities where we are in, or we are where we are about to launch. So in Davao, we're already launched, right? So in the next few weeks, by June, July, we should be in Cagayan de Oro and Iligan. So that's our Mindanao launch. And then also in June, July would be in Bacolod and Iloilo and Cebu and Bohol. In July or August, there would be Baguio. Okay, and in the works would be Pampanga, and no date yet would be Manila. So if you're into taxi, how to get into it is simply join an operator association that's partnered with HIRNA. Okay, and once you are part of that association, Taxi Operators Association that's partnered with HIRNA, then you're automatically be enrolled with our app. If it's private cars, so for now, we're not yet accepting enrollees, but you can go to our website www.hirna.me, or you can go to our Facebook page for further announcement on private hailing. Okay, now to get into how to use our app, it's very simple, no? So very intuitive, very easy to use. You just download the HIRNA app for free, whether you're using Android or iOS. Once you download that, you register. Once you register, in 1, 2, 3 steps, you already have a taxi. So that's very simple to use.
As I mentioned, there are a lot of new TNCs coming in. How would you differentiate your service from the other new players?
Okay, so the good thing about the Uber being out is that in a way it's a more, let's just say, less competition in the marketplace. But although there's a lot already of new TNCs that was approved by the LTFRB, which we believe is good. Okay, because in a way that gives the passengers or commuters a lot of options to choose from instead of just one. So now the reason why it's good for the passengers is that each TNC right now would have to have would be unique and differentiated in order to be very competitive against the rest. So from HIRNA's perspective, we believe we're technologically superior. Our differentiation would be number one, we're technologically superior against a lot, if not all, of the competitors out there. At the same price, at the same time, our price is very affordable. Okay, so right now, for example, we're not charging any booking fee to the passenger. What you see in the meter is what you pay for. So there's no booking fee, there's no surge pricing. If you don't have a smartphone, you can call our 24/7 booking hotline. We'll book for you. We also have LTFRB hotlines in our app. We have a vehicle rating system. And the most important thing, I think, apart from all those, is that because of our nationwide reach, we have a database of drivers under the HIRNA system. So when you report a driver, where you report a vehicle, we can blacklist it, not just in Metro Manila, for example, or Davao or Cagayan de Oro. We can blacklist it in the nationwide system of HIRNA, right? So it's one database. So I think those are some of the advantages and differentiating factors that HIRNA has against the rest of the competitors.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Mauricio. Before we end, do you have any message to our viewers, most especially to the commuters who would want your service?
Okay, thanks for that, Bocho. Very quickly lang. So I think to all your viewers out there, especially all the, of course, the motoring enthusiasts, would like to appeal, to support all the new ride-hailing apps that's out there, to give taxis a second look. especially in a lot of the cities, that the impression on taxis is, it's unsafe, it's dirty, they're unreliable. Now that HIRNA is here, that helps elevate the taxi system, you can be assured that taxis will be more affordable in a way, more convenient, reliable, and definitely safe. So please give taxis a second look because of HIRNA app.
Thank you once again, sir.
Thanks a lot, Butch. Happy motoring to everyone.
Mr. Francisco Mauricio, founder and managing partner of HIRNA Mobility Solutions, with insights into their operations. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum.